Think you know. Forget the sales pitches. Forget the brochures. Today we are going to have a real conversation about the people who need you most. Look around this room. Every single one of you has someone who cannot afford to lose you. Not emotionally, not financially. Who is that person for you? Hold their face in your mind right now. This entire conversation is for them. These are not scare tactics. These are facts. Exposed nerves in the American household. 40% cannot handle a $400 emergency. 1 in 4 of us will face disability before we ever retire. And yet, most of us have no plan. Let me introduce you to someone. David is not a made-up character. David is in this room. David is your brother, your neighbor, your co-worker. He thought he had time. Time disagreed. That $10 difference cost his family $2,400. But the real cost? 4 years, his family had zero protection. Now, let me introduce you to Lisa. Lisa is not hypothetical. Lisa is the young mother in your church. She is your sister, your cousin. $22 a month stood between her children and poverty. $22. That is the price of a pizza, and it saved her family. Now let me show you something even more powerful. Michael did not have to choose between fighting cancer and keeping his home. His IUL gave him a living benefit and continued building cash value for his future. That is the power of indexed universal life. It does not just protect you when you die, it fights alongside you while you live. But the IUL can do even more than protect you in a crisis. Let me make this crystal clear. Robert is pulling $3,000 a month from his IUL and paying zero in taxes. His neighbor across the street with the same amount saved in a 401k is handing 22 cents of every dollar back to the government. Same savings, same discipline, completely different outcome. That is the IUL advantage. And it gets even better across generations. Grace did something remarkable. She used one financial tool to solve 3 problems. Her chronic illness rider paid for her care while she was alive. Her death benefit secured her grandchildren's legacy, and her family never set foot in a courtroom. One policy, 3 generations protected. That is the IUL. Now, let me ask you something uncomfortable. I need you to sit with this discomfort, because discomfort is what saves families. What happens to your mortgage? Your children's school tuition? Your aging parents? What happens to the life you built when you can no longer build it? These are not hypotheticals. These happen every 37 seconds in America. Let me show you. The 4 threats no one talks about. 4 killers. Not criminals, not accidents. Financial killers that are statistically guaranteed to visit someone in this room. The question is not if. The question is, will you be ready? And here is what makes these killers even more dangerous. Every year you wait to protect yourself, the cost goes up. Let me show you exactly what procrastination costs. Let me show you what procrastination actually costs. At 25, protection costs less than your Netflix subscription, $18 a month. By 55, that same protection costs $190. And by 65, $2,000 a month. Same person, same health, just older. Every single year you wait, you pay more for less. That is the cost of delay, and it never goes backward. But here is what makes this even more devastating for your long-term wealth. Same $300 a month, same discipline, same commitment. But look at the difference. Starting at 25, you build over $500,000 in tax-free cash value. Start at 35, you cut that in half. Start at 45, you lose more than $400,000. And here is the part that stings. Even if you double your payment at $45 to $600 a month, you still cannot catch up. That is the brutal math of compound growth. Time is the one asset you cannot buy back. But the IUL advantage goes even deeper than growth. Let me show you why the IUL stands completely alone. Your 401k, taxed on every dollar you withdraw. Penalty if you touch it before 59 and a half. Your Roth IRA, capped at $7,000 a year with income restrictions. The IUL, tax-free growth, tax-free access at any age with no penalties, no contribution caps, no income limits, and a tax-free death benefit your family receives on top of everything. Name me one other financial vehicle that does all three. You cannot, because it does not exist. Now, before I show you the solution, I need you to answer something. I need you to sit with these questions. If something happened to you tonight, is your family protected? Really protected? Not I think so protected, not I hope so protected, actually protected. Could they survive without your income for 20 months while a court decides their fate? Is your retirement plan truly tax-free, or are you building wealth just to hand it back to the government? Hold those questions, because the answers are about to change everything. But what if there was a way to protect your family while you are still alive? I have shown you the threats. I have shown you the cost of waiting. Now let me show you something that changes everything. What if I told you there is a financial tool that protects your family not just when you die, but while you are still breathing, while you are still fighting, while you still have a chance? Living benefits. Protection while you are still here. This is not a gimmick. This is not a rider you pay extra for. Living benefits are built into the policy at no additional cost. If you are diagnosed with cancer, you do not have to wait until you die for your family to benefit. You access your money while you are alive, while you can use it, while it can save your life. No additional premium, no additional underwriting, already built in. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. These are not commercials. These are real outcomes. Maria did not have to choose between treatment and rent. James did not lose his home while recovering from a stroke. Patricia's family was not destroyed by the cost of her care. That is what living benefits do. They buy you time. They buy you dignity. They buy you a fighting chance. Now let us talk about the original purpose, the death benefit. If the unthinkable happens, your family receives a tax-free payment. Not in 6 months, not after lawyers take their cut. Directly, immediately, to the people you named. But what happens to families who do not have this protection? Let me show you something that will change how you see planning forever. What happens when someone dies without a plan? Let me tell you what happens when someone dies without a plan. The court freezes everything. Your house, your bank account, your car. Your family cannot touch a single dollar for 12 to 20 months, while lawyers and judges decide what belongs to whom. Legal fees eat 3 to 7% of everything you built. But a life insurance death benefit? It arrives in your family's hands in 7 to 14 days. No court, no lawyers, no waiting. That is the difference between devastation and dignity. Now, some of you may be thinking, I do not need insurance. I have my community. I have deep respect for our traditions. Njangi, Susu, Wamu. These systems have carried African families for generations. They taught us the power of community. But if you are diagnosed with cancer tomorrow, can your Njangi group write you a check for $250,000? If you die, can your Susu replace your income for the next 15 years? These systems are built on trust. Beautiful human trust. But trust cannot cover a $200,000 hospital bill. Trust cannot bypass probate court. Trust cannot guarantee your children's future. Your traditions gave you community. Now let your community have protection that actually works. So now you see the full picture of protection. This is the complete picture. Living benefits protect you while you are alive and fighting. The death benefit protects your family when you cannot protect them yourself. And together, they protect the legacy you are building right now. This is not just insurance. This is a financial fortress around everything you love. Let me show you exactly what tools are available to you. These are the tools. Not one size fits all, but precision instruments. Indexed universal life for those who want growth and flexibility. Term life for affordable focused protection. Whole life for guaranteed permanent security. Each one can be tailored to your family's exact needs. The question is not which one is best. The question is, which combination protects your family completely? Now, I want to shift the conversation to something even bigger. You now know something that 90% of Americans do not know. You understand living benefits. You understand the cost of delay. You understand the IUL advantage. You understand what happens in probate court. Now let me ask you a different kind of question. What if this knowledge became your career? What if the person who brings this truth to every unprotected family on your street, in your church, in your community, was you? 106 million Americans are walking around without protection tonight. Someone is going to reach them. Why not you? Let me show you the opportunity. Now I want to shift the conversation. You have seen the problem. You have seen the solution. Now I want you to see the opportunity. $84 trillion is about to change hands. 106 million Americans have no protection at all. The industry needs 300,000 new professionals in the next 5 years. This is not a saturated market. This is a wide open field waiting for the right people to step into it. Let me be transparent about income. I am not going to promise you will be rich tomorrow, but I will show you the model. Part-time, you can earn $2,000 to $4,000 a month. Full-time, $5,000 to $10,000. As you grow, $10,000 to $20,000. And for those who build teams and agencies, $50,000 a month and beyond. There is no salary cap. There is no ceiling. Your income is a direct reflection of the lives you impact. I know what you are thinking. This sounds amazing, but can I actually do it? Here is my answer. You will never do it alone. We provide full licensing support, product training, one-on-one mentorship with agents who have already built what you want to build. We give you the tools, the systems, the community. We do not recruit people and leave them to figure it out. We recruit people and build them into leaders. Now, who exactly are we looking for? Okay, let me be honest. This is not for everyone, and that is by design. We are looking for people who are tired of the ceiling, people who want purpose with their paycheck, people who are coachable, people who see their community and think, I can protect these families. If that is you, keep listening. If it is not, I respect your honesty. But if something in your chest just said, yes, that is your answer. We are almost done. But before I let you go, I need you to see two futures. In one, you leave tonight and nothing changes. Same job, same risk, same unprotected family. In the other, you make one decision. One courageous decision. And 90 days from now, you are licensed. 6 months from now, you are earning. A year from now, your family is protected and you are building a legacy. The difference between those two futures is not talent. It is not money. It is not luck. It's a decision. And that decision is yours to make tonight. Here is exactly how to take the first step. 3 steps. That is all that separates you from a completely different life. Step 1. Schedule a 15-minute conversation with me or my team. No pitch, no pressure, just a conversation to see if this is the right fit. Step 2. We walk you through everything. Licensing, training, mentorship. Step 3. You launch. Within 90 days, you are in the field, helping families, earning income, and building a legacy. The first step? Come talk to me tonight. I will leave you with one question. The most important question of the night. If not you, then who will protect them? Who will make sure your children's future is secure? Who will make sure your spouse is not left drowning in debt? Who will make sure your parents are cared for? If not you, then who? Thank you. I am here all night. Come find me. Let us have that conversation.